Hey everybody, and welcome to Binder Minder. And it's been a while since I've done a mail day, and it's about time that I do. And I've been kind of tucking away in this little container here. Got a whole bunch of stuff stored up, and to be honest, I've got a lot more coming. Or at least I've got a few things coming. So you're gonna see a pretty wide range of stuff. Basically, I've got a few decks that I'm still working on. I have a whole bunch of different collections and stuff that I'm always chipping away at here and there. And I'm always starting, every time there's a new set, I'll give you an example. Every time there's a new set, um, Secrets of Strixhaven, I've been collecting the Mystical Archives, which is just kind of an extension of our previous collection of the original Strixhaven Mystical Archives. Only this time I'm kind of debating. I don't know if I'm going to try to complete the full set of the English, but I have been trying to get as many of the English ones as I can as I go, if for no other reason is to be able to label the Japanese ones. I've also got a bunch of Ninja Turtle stuff in here. It's been that long, and yeah, there's some other things, a few things for my wife that I picked up, some special guests for our special guest collection, and so on. So there's just like I said, a whole bunch of stuff. So that's to dive in. What we're gonna do is we're gonna just run through all this. I'm gonna kind of sort out what I can. I don't know if I have anything for my wife's cat collection. I think we've got all that straight, but I'm gonna sort them out, and then I will come back after getting everything scanned in, sleeved up, and everything, and we'll toss everything into binders. So, requisition raid in English. I have no idea. Preordained. Not really sure. 1 mana cost, and then it's got a mana cost down here in black. We got an all will be one. This is one of the scene cards from Ninja Turtles. I believe once I finish all this, I should have all of them. I just have a few more Ninja Turtle cards, and I'll have that finished up. There's another requisition raid apparently I ordered too. Four, I think. Glimpse at Nature. Just leave that right there. Oh, so with the Phyrexian mana, I should know this. I can't think of it off the top of my head. All right, back to turtle cards. Sword of Hearth and Home. So this is actually one of the ones from the pizza bundle. We did open up two, and we got a majority of what we needed. So this is one of the last things I needed to finish the set. Another scene card from Ninja Turtles. Here we go. Lorwyn. I was working on getting all the Lorwyn showcase cards. That's one of the ones I needed. This one right here, this is actually from my wife. So I ordered this, the Devil Dry Hat, which is actually a Stefan. So I picked up the Secret Lair, but I noticed after I had bought it that she actually has this commander for one of her decks. And so I wanted to make sure that I got a copy of the card. And I just noticed now that this thing's actually got a big wrinkle in it. See that? That's a pretty big bummer. That happened since it's been sitting here. I mean, I did have everything in that binder in that box, but it was maybe not before. Let's see if this one's damaged too. Not. So that one was definitely damaged. Kind of shame I didn't catch that when it came in. And then this is so when I ordered these layers, I actually ended up with a double. And rather than dealing with WotC on trying to get a replacement card and everything, I just picked this thing up because it was pretty cheap. So this will be for that. Here I ordered these two lands because I know I was just trying to get this order over $5 to get the free shipping, but I did pick these up because I figured my wife would like the art on these and those, and then these are going to be the foil etch lands for the foil etch deck that I've been working on. Just another bundle of them right here. You tell a bunch of swamps. I'd already gotten the islands, I believe. Similar to this secret lair, this one right here the Deadpool one. I actually pulled the good Deadpool in our pool party foil lair. But because of that, I did not get this cool island slash mountain. And I wanted to make sure I got one of those in the pool party foil. And it really looks good under that light. So picked that up, and then when I did that, I saw that they had this Adorn Pouncer, and so I actually picked it up. This is a promo card, game day promo. Picked that up for my wife as well. Up, we got Sid. I've been working on finishing up getting all the Sids. That is because eventually I want to build a deck. To be honest with you, the more I've brewed 2 or 3 decks using these Sids, and every time I'm not sure that I'm a fan of it or not, but I have either built already or brewed the decks for every other a deck and have any number of cards decks, and so I'm sure at some point I will still end up building this. I'm just maybe we're waiting on the perfect commander to go with this. I'm not sure. That all right. So I got Ninja Turtles, the showcase cards. So I was obviously had the Ninja Turtle scene cards and the ones from the pizza box. I was also working on the Ninja Turtle showcases. I've still got 3 more of those to order. Not completely done, but we should have a majority of them here. And I did finally, before I filmed this, I got the binder out and kind of went through and arranged and tried to get everything set up because I hadn't even set everything up for it before. So there's another one of those. That's one of the pizza bundle ones. Here is one of the special guests, Ninja Turtle showcase, Splinter's Technique. This one, let's see if get everything out. Stuck in the backwards. Nope. There's 2 things. All right, so this card was one of those. I think it was just super cheap. In addition to ordering the Waste Not, and I was like, well, I do like these field notes cards, so I just kind of tossed it in there. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with that one. Waves of Aggression, another one of the scene cards, and then the Smile of Death is actually for a deck. I think I've ordered the Smile of Death like 3 or 4 times. I've had like I started 6 months ago working on finishing up a whole stack of decks that I had been working on for a while that I brewed up and I wanted to play. And I got down to the last few cards, and I've got, I think, one deck that I've still got one more card I've got to pick up. It's just been kind of a challenge to find all the cards, and I know that there's a few of those cards for the other decks in here as well to finish them up. I'm so close to finishing them up. I believe maybe that's what this Ink Rise Infiltrator is. If not, these might actually have been. I just think I toss these in because I have a deck that I might build, and I was looking to go to push this up over $5. So I'm gonna guess that's what this is. I've got it's a Dark Leo deck that I had brewed like right when Ninja Turtles came out. All right, Mikey and Leo, Donatello's Technique, Krang and Shredder, Raphael's Technique. I threw this arcade cabinet in. This is just one of those cards that I didn't actually pull when I opened up everything. When this artifact enters, put in a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 4 target creatures, and then you can pay 2 and sacrifice it and double the number of counters on a target creature. I do play a lot of +1/+1 counter decks and stuff, and so I toss this in there while it was cheap on the off chance that I might want to use it later. Path to Exile, another one of the scene cards. I love the pizza set name. And Raphael's Jitte, which is Umezawa's Jitte, another one of the scene cards. This one right here was not actually not something I ordered in, but I did end up getting this command tower. This is the command tower that goes with the new Secrets Strixhaven book. Put this to use. I have a retro framed deck that could definitely use more color fixing. This is just another one of those. I needed to add another card in there. One of the Avatar lands. I'll give that to my wife. I do really like these lands, but I don't know that she's even seen them. She didn't really open up any Avatar. I think she might like those. Casey Jones, Splinter, Radical Rat, more material stuff. Panel Blade, so this is going to be for that deck, for the foil deck. Northwind Avatar, Michelangelo's Technique, Leonardo's Technique. Did we already open that? And I know I did order a second Kitsune's Technique. That was because I was going to put one of these in my mill deck. Target opponent mills half their library rounded up, and you can sneak it. So, of course, I'm going to have that in there. All right, so we got through all that. I will be back once I get everything scanned in and sleeved up and ready to go, and we'll get everything into binders, which I got sitting here. So I'll be back in just a minute. Back, got everything scanned in, and we just need to get into the binders. I did want to show off a little bit because I did order some new binders. Picked up a new Waltex. I actually have a nice bright pink one as well. I just got enough binders at this point where I filled up all the standard colors that they sell on like Amazon and stuff. So I actually had to order one directly from Voltex. I've already put everything in here that I need. This is gonna be a new secret lair one. And I did drop the mountain in there. And then the other secret lair that I had went in our old binder. I went ahead and just did that so we didn't have to have too many binders out here. But I did want to at least show off this new bright color. It's pretty cool looking. Plus look at that Deadpool. I think it's pretty cool. Deadpool, and then we had two of these Barracudas. I had to move one to fit this thing. But anyhow, I'm going to swap binders. I'll be right back. Got everything switched around. This is the special guest binder. This has got other things as well, but we do have one special guest to put in here. It's going to go towards the back here. Quick. I think there's something else that's going to go in the back here, but we'll get to that in a second. 1,000-year elixir, number 148. So this is 146. See, this section's pretty bare. I need to pick up some of these. I mean, it's always a stressful thing looking at the special guest section on here because I can't ever keep up. But and we did only get one. At least I picked up I got one from Secrets of Strixhaven. So there's 10 more or 9 more. They still get to get there. So anyhow, we got the old Paradise collection, Edge of Eternities. We don't have any new of those. I'm 15 cards from finishing this, but it's $500 in cards. Only a few of them. There's one of them that's still $2. I'm just down to all the expensive stuff, with the Ancient Tomb being the craziest one. I have doubles of the regular one. I'm just trying to find a trade for one of these regular ancient or the poster Ancient Tombs. Once I get that, that's $150 out of the thing. I'll probably feel a little more comfortable working towards finishing up a few of these other ones. But unfortunately, every time I buy one of these poster versions have been just slowly creeping up in price. And so, I chip away at it a little bit and it goes back up to $500. It just feels like we don't really get anywhere. I'm still 2 cards away from finishing the Edge of Eternity stuff. I'm probably just going to get the one. There's 2. I got one that's like $3. I just need to pick it up at some point. And then the other one is $50. And I just don't know that I want to spend $50 on it. For it to sit in here, we'll wait for it to drop out of standard or something and drop in price. So, all right, here Bloomburrow. I've got one card I need to finish for this thing. I don't know why I've not picked it up. I just keep putting it off. Finish the Bloomburrow up. That would be nice, wouldn't it? And then the card we need to put in here is a Sid, which, as you guys can see, I've run out of room. We got to make some room over here. We got to move it to this top back. We're going to readjust anything else. Nope, we got room. So, alrighty. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it for this binder. So we'll switch binders. I'll be right back. By the way, these rat colonies, I saw there's $7.80 when we opened up one of those. That's crazy. All right, this is the classic binder. Well, kind of. I think it's been moved to a different binder itself, but this is kind of where we got started with the modern collecting, at least. Doing the all of the Jurassic Park or Jurassic World stuff. And then you can see all of the Transformers, including the special or the secret layers, Godzilla, Fallout stuff. We don't have the full Fallout collection, just all the stuff that I wanted to get. Which, funny enough, I feel like I almost should have the Fallout Secret Lair over here from the new one, but don't really have room. And then we've got the original Strixhaven, Mystical Archives, and you can see we're missing 3 of them in total. 2 here, and then this one right here is actually a proxy. So this one I bought a proxy when it hit $300. I picked up a proxy. It's not even in a sleeve here, but it's a really nice proxy. But I did write proxy on the back because I don't. It's technically it's more of a bootleg since it's got an original real back. I don't want somebody to think that that's real, but I'm just never going to pay $300 for it. So I figured I would, to myself, at least feel like I completed it if I finished up picking these up. But one's Dark Ritual is $50 now. That's kind of crazy. I'm almost afraid to look to see how much some of these cards have gone up, given how much those have gone up. I bet you the rest of this collections will gone up quite a bit. So then we got the secret layers from the Mystical Archives. Aether Drift, and then this is kind of my collection of random things that I like, different variations of foiling. So like there's a mana foil, there's a raised foil, there's the gilded foil, chocobo foil up there with that really nice cloud that we pulled. And what other kind of foil? There's a neon with this Cavern of Souls. This arena is actually crimped. You might be wondering why there's a arena in there. And my first big hit, which is not worth anything, but a neon, or not neon, invisible hidden ink. That's what I'm looking for. Hidden ink right there. Anyhow, I left a section for me to put more of my favorites in there, and then we kind of get into Lorwyn, which we had. Find that Lorwyn. Okay, so this is number 305. 4305. You can't really see it because I knocked it over. 305 is over here. We do have a couple more missing here. At least I think I might have to look for these. I think I've got most of them. I know that I need one of the borderless elementals, and I know I need the banner and the Bitterbloom Bearer. But obviously with 3 holes here, I'm missing one. I probably need to look at them. So 302, 310, and 312. I'll have to see. Assuming I remember that. See what I'm missing there. And there's another one right there. In there. 331, 333, 336. Yeah. As far as my order list, I thought I had these completed pretty much. I wonder if I don't just need to dig these out of my save stuff out of my drawers, but we'll see. So as it sits here, this is where I started all of the Ninja Turtle stuff, and it's kind of a little convoluted because I've got this Krang here that I just don't have a spot for. I have no spot for him, but I really wanted to keep him in this section. I can't fit him before or after because there's one Lorwyn card that kind of comes over here. So I guess he's going to go back in the regular binder for now, just to keep him safe. And let's find the 2, so the sword and the waist knot. These have to go here. So we got 132 is going to go right here. then 136 right here. So that's the rest of the pizza bundle bonus cards, and then pull aside all these scene cards because I know I can do those until the end. So what we have are these. I guess let's just start put these in order real quick. So 224 is going over here. 8 up here. 9 right here. 233. So we're going to miss that one. But I do know I have 3 more to order, which we'll find out for sure as I get all these in the binder, because apparently I miss things. So this is 236, 7, 239, 41, 42, 243, 7, 8, 249. So at least 2 more here, along with the one that we already had. That's correct. Then we got the scene cards. Those. Got Path to Exile. That's going to be card number 1. OP1 is card number 8. It's right here. That's a good one to pick up, by the way. I don't think the art on that looks that bad. If you guys have looked at it too much, I don't think the art looks too bad on that. And that's good. That's a good price. Same thing with Trouble in the Pairs. I can see why people might not want like the art on this thing, but it's a good price at least if you need that for one of your decks. Same thing with the doubling season. Underworld Breach as well, but again, I could see how you might not like that. I think the doubling season looks really good no matter how you slice it. And then this Metallic Mimic, I was going to pick up a bunch of these when they were cheap, and this has come up in price. I had it on my list to like, if I find one while I'm ordering something, because they're like 50 cents, I was going to order like a few of them, and I got none of them, and now it's moved up. That's how it goes though sometimes. So 18, and then 19, 13, so 12, 13, and then 14. That is complete. So we got that whole thing there and all of these. So we have the scene stuff completed. We're just those 3 cards short of completing the whole turtle set, including the layers. I guess when I rearrange this stuff, I might, I've got to move those fallouts closer to this at some point, and I do have all those Ninja Turtle layers. Maybe at some point I will rearrange my binder since I'm finishing this binder up. I'd like to get these Mystical Archives close to the new Mystical Archives, and then get the Fallout stuff in here, and maybe get the Ninja Turtle stuff in here together with all of the layers. Yeah. So what's left? We have a few of these Mystical Archives, and this should be interesting. So the way I have these laid out is every other row, English, Japanese, English, Japanese, and they're in order going off of the numbers from the English ones, but it's the same. So like it's just the English ones start at 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll start off by separating the English ones here, and we'll find it. So this is number 10. So we got 5, 6. Only did I order 2 of these? I've got one right here. That's crazy. So I guess I go into binder. 21, 17, 18, 2, 21. Gonna be 53. Thankfully, a lot of these are cheap. I forgot this is the binder I ripped years ago, or not a year. Well, it's over a year ago. 53. You guys have been here a long time. You probably saw that because that happened on camera. All right, so then we got 4 of the Japanese ones. Put these in order as well. 3, 96, 93, and 72. Let's kind of get an idea where we're at. So 119, 109, 8. So 103. It's going to be over here. So 102, 103. 96. So there's 99. 8. This one's like this. This is my order. 34, 33, 32, 31. Did I miss a spot altogether? I know this is locust spray, so hopefully we go back a page. Let's look. 37, 36. So let's hopefully we can move everything over one. 29, 30, 31. So we're good. All right. So the 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93. This is dismember. That would make sense. It's got the Phyrexian mana, and then 72 is going to be back another page. We got 80, 82, 81, 80, 79, 78, 77, 76, 75, 74, 73, 72. Right. It is still very bare. I have a lot of cards to get for this. I was kind of waiting. I've ordered a few. I've got more coming, but I was waiting since my wife had picked up that last collector booster box. This one right here, actually. I've got it all scanned in and ready, but I haven't put it up yet. I was waiting for that to come in before I double check to see if there's any of her doubles that I could snatch and put in here. And then I've been waiting for her to decide if she wanted to combine forces and combine what she's got in here into this, because I don't want to spend a bunch of money on the stuff that she's already got. But we'll see. Either way, though, that is it for today's video. I only had a few doubles, so that's not too bad. As far as upcoming videos, we do have we have the Secret Lair ordered. I don't know what will be coming past that. There'll be more mail day. I might have to do a mail day sooner than later, because I do have more coming. So you can keep an eye out for those in the future. Anyhow, this is Binder Minder. As always, thanks for watching. To put us in your binder like we did today, you just have to like and subscribe. You can ring the bell to be notified, and you can catch us on our social media, which is linked in the description down below. I hope you guys have a great day. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.